Roundtable, we will be discussing, first of all, we're going to look at what is happening in FCT. In FCT, we have FCCPC probe Abuja's Chinese supermarket for discriminating against Nigerians. And in Borno State, we have two bombers experts surrender. Coming from insecurity, no security in Nigeria if states do not have their police, says Jonathan, the former president of Nigeria. An education underage students causing problems in universities minister. So when we come back from this short break, I'm going to introduce my guest. Stay with us.
From the line across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring on sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
Good to have you back again on Press Roundtable, an Atlantic Television Network program. Well, this evening I have Mr. George Kingsley Papamie. He's a journalist as well as a news editor. He's very much around as usual. Papamie, good to have you again on the show.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Right, my name is Angel Mukroma, known as Angelic Angel. First of all, let's look at the stories coming from FCT Abuja. The Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Council Commission, FCCPC, has intervened at a Chinese supermarket located within the China General Chamber of Commerce in Abuja, following allegations of discriminatory practices against Nigerians. Reports emerged on Sunday that the supermarket had implemented a controversial policy restricting entry solely to Chinese nationals, excluding Nigerians from patronizing the establishment. This policy sparked widespread condemnation across various social media platforms as Nigerians voiced their concerns over the discriminatory treatment. However, Shaibu Sanusi, the facility manager of the complex, clarified the situation by stating that Nigerians from outside the complex do not shop here. However, Nigerians residing within the complex have access. Despite the claim, the supermarket was closed at the time of the FCCPC's visit. There is speculation that some individuals may be hiding inside the premises to avoid a direct confrontation with the agency. The FCCPC was yet to release a formal statement regarding the outcomes of their initial investigation or any potential actions they might take. The incident has ignited a debate on consumer rights and discrimination in business practices, highlighting the need for strict enforcement of Nigeria's consumer protection laws. Now, as you can see there, I don't know, Papamie, I know you're seeing, watching what's happening there. There's actually the Chinese supermarket. They are preventing Nigerians from gaining access into the building, and it is only restricted to those within the premises. And now the question is, I hope you're saying that, right?
Yes, yes.
No, that's their supermarket. The Chinese are in Nigerians. We are Nigerians. Now, this is weird, if not queer, to hear. It's not news, you know, because I would have said this is not news.
Sure.
Now, yes, it's unheard of. This is even Nigeria. They are not even Nigerians, or are they now all Chinese? Are they now Nigerians? And it's really going against business laws where everyone, once you open something like that, everyone can really patronize its buying and selling. But this is in Nigeria's land. Now you're preventing Nigerians from gaining access into the building. Is this to incite violence? Is this to incite crisis within the premises, or what? What can you say about in respect to this?
Yes, I think looking at the development so far, the act of discrimination is a very serious offense. When I mean a very serious offense, we know very clearly that the laws of the United Nations even stand against that. There is no room for discrimination anywhere. The laws of discrimination has been put off long ago. And see if such a business, well known to be a supermarket, does exist in the nation's capital, FCT in that matter, I don't see any reason why the Chinese nationals will not allow Nigerians and other African residents, including all over the world, to have access to whatever they are doing there. Chinese alone. I want to get that description.
No, but then
yes, I'm coming. It's not for Chinese alone.
Yes.
If they are making, or if they are undertaking a business that is solely for Chinese national,
yes,
it should be a registered business that is approved by government.
Yes.
And government should know exactly what they do in such environment. Because this is not, we are not in China, we are in Nigeria. And whatever business that is done in the environment of Nigeria, I'm talking about the environment of Nigeria, I think the government need to know whether it is for the benefit of the citizens or for the debt. Is that kind of supermarket that is being held here in Port Harcourt too. So that one will not be different. If that one is different, I think they should show us documents, you know what I mean, restricting Nigerians from going into that supermarket. And if it is exceptional to any other citizens, it should be well known and made public so that people exactly know what they are doing there. But if it is a strong restriction, then something deep is down there, which should be investigated.
Exactly. We have Chinese restaurants.
Sure.
We have Chinese restaurants, which is also open for Nigerians
yes.
and other people, whether from no matter where you came
yes.
from, no matter your national. But this time around, I think they have to look into the matter.
Of course.
There's a very big need, urgent need for them to, make a scrutiny of what is happening there. Is there anything they are doing that is not legal?
Sure.
Or is there anything that they're selling that is not legal?
Sure.
And one person, when the stories were being read and then we're talking about it, one woman said, "Are they selling human parts in that place?"
That is a serious matter.
Preventing people from
it's a serious matter.
So I was just smiling and laughing.
Of course.
Because how would they?
Even we have clubs. They will have so many clubs in Port Harcourt.
Yes.
In Nigeria, there are so many clubs. And if you are going into such places,
yes.
Of course, I don't think that they restrict people. Except you don't know why you are there. If you know why you are there, you go for why you are there, and then you leave.
But then come to think about it.
Yes.
They are not Nigerians, but this is our own land. Did they really buy
the environment, that's what I read, the business environment.
The business environment.
That's what we're talking about. Who authorized them to give that restriction? If there's nobody who gave them that restriction, that place should be closed down until total investigation is carried out. Total. I mean total. Both the in and the out, their documents, scrutiny, everywhere before they should be allowed to operate.
Were there no agency that gave them the license to operate?
That's what we want to find out. We want to find out that agency that gave them that authority
to operate.
Yes, to operate and to restrict people from going into that supermarket.
So I think there's an urgent need for them to look.
Government should investigate it. They must investigate it.
And then investigate also people around there, know the product they are selling, know the services they are rendering to people that is making them to really prevent Nigerians and other people from getting entrance or access to the place.
Of course.
So it's a matter of
because why they are having their business in Nigeria is because they want to render service to the public.
Not just their people.
To the public. When we mean to the public, whomever wants to. And that the doors are open. If they want to do anything that is discriminatory, when people come in, there are certain places that people could not enter. That will be allowed. That one is purely for the Chinese people. And then it can be restricted, no problem. But people should go in and see what's happening there and also benefit. if it's not for the benefit of the residents in Nigeria, I think more questions should be asked. Why and how do they come about establishing such business in Nigerian environment, in the environment, the business environment? That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about what they do, the business environment. Yes. What do they do there?
Yes, exactly.
We're interested to know.
Yeah, Nigerians should be interested, or general,
everybody is interested to know
happening in the business,
yes,
environment, and all of
because
that.
We cannot keep people that bring in investments that will be detrimental to the society. We are talking about things that will benefit the society, and therefore if you are doing things that will benefit the society, everybody will embrace it. But if you are doing things that will not embrace the society, of course people will begin to question and ask what's happening there. So
well,
it should be an open door.
It's not left for the government.
Yes, to carry out the investigation.
Exactly. Now, if you just look at it, let's just say Nigerians now, we travel to it. Nigerians are now restricting Indians from getting access, or restricting Chinese to getting access to it.
In their own environment.
In their own environment.
That would be disastrous for anybody.
Exactly.
They will bomb you overnight.
They
will bomb you overnight.
All right. Okay, that's how much you can take. Well, that's sorry. Now let's look at what is happening in Borno State. 2 bombers, they surrendered in Borno. 2 suspected bombers of the Boko Haram group surrendered themselves to troops of Sector 3 Multinational Joint Task Force in Mungono, Borno State on Sunday. That was yesterday. So the suspected bombers, 19 years old Abubakar Mohammed, also known as Garuba, and 13-year-old Babagana Modu, decided to surrender themselves instead of carrying out the order of the terrorist group. The Chief Military Public Information of MNJTF, N'Djamena Lieutenant Colonel Abubakar Abdullahi, made it known in a press statement on Monday. Abdullahi, the bombers, confessed to having been ordered to plant IEDs along roads of Dorom Baga and Fish Dam in Baga, Kukawa local government area of the state. The statement reads, Sector 3 of the Multinational Joint Task Force, Mungono, Nigeria, have reported continued surrender of terrorists in its area of operations. Among the latest to lay down their arms were 2 individuals identified as improvised explosive devices, past 19-year-old Abubakar Mohammed alias Garba and 13-year-old Bana Modu. The surrender took place on 21st April 2024, that was yesterday, marking a notable success in the ongoing campaign to dismantle Boko Haram operations in the region. During a plenary investigation, Mohammed and Modu revealed that instead of carrying out their mission, they decided to abandon their task, escape with the IEDs, and surrender to the MNJTF. Their decision was influenced by the MNJTF recently concluded Operation Nasir Salam, a non-kinetic operation and sector's personal engagement strategy with relevant sources, showcasing the effectiveness of psychological operations in the fight against terrorism. Abdullahi, the one by the right, added that items recovered from them include 2 IEDs, 2 mobile phones, and sum of 53,000 naira only from Mohammed and Modu. This development underscores the MNJTF's commitment to encouraging other terrorists hiding in the Lake Chad Islands to come out, surrender, and lay down their arms in a bid to achieve sustainable peace in the region. He reinstated the commitment to ensuring peace, saying the MNJTF remains dedicated to its mission of restoring peace and unity and facilitating the return of normalcy to the Lake Chad Basin. We're actually talking about these 2 persons who really surrendered. They've been really among the experts in the Boko Haram, in the insurgency, bombing people, bombing areas, bombing churches, houses. But they said, and they were given instruction also to be planting IEDs, along some of the areas in local government, along there in local government areas. Yes. So now they kept doing this. At a point, these people intervened and they said no. So they use other approach, because in order for Nigerians and the security agency to work in order to make sure that they curb insecurity in Nigeria, that operation came out, the group MNJTF, they came out and these people surrendered to them. imagine a 13-year-old chap and the 19-year-old chap. Then the question is, when did the 13-year-old started, preparing bombs? What is a very welcome development.
Sure.
What's your what's your take on that? I'm just thinking about the 13-year-old.
Yes, I think first of all, I want to disagree with them answering the name bomb experts.
Okay.
They are suicide bombers. First of all, I disagree with them being bomb experts, because for you to be a bomb expert, like the anti-bomb squad of the police, all right, if you look at the anti-bomb squad of the police, you know that they are anti-bomb experts, because they are well trained.
Okay, yes.
All right, they are well trained on how to go about their activities.
Yes.
But for these ones who do not have any form of training, they are not experts. We can't give them that credit. All right, we should look at them as criminals. For you to have left skills, all right, that would have helped your life as a growing child.
Yes.
For you to have left one thing or the other that will keep you busy, and look on activities that will endanger human lives, that will endanger the peace of the state of Borno State and Nigeria in general. I think they are criminals. They are not experts. Experts are people who are professionals and who are trained and who are very genius in such activities. But for these ones, they are babies. They don't even know what they are doing. They just learned how to maybe fix one or two things, and they're going with it, and they're going ahead with it. So we shouldn't give them that credit at all.
They should be rightly called bombers.
Suicide bombers. That's the name for them. There's nothing like expert for them. They surrender.
They are expert in bombing.
We hear that one.
No,
but we are saying that they are suicide bombers. They should inherit the name suicide bombers to keep them as criminals first. Because being a bomb expert,
say bomb expert,
yes,
is like
it's like the it's not you. It's not you.
Yes, I know.
It's not you. We're talking about them.
Talking about it in a positive way, like they are being professionals.
Exactly.
But now they have become professionals in bombing communities, in planting IEDs in the negative way.
Yes.
In the negative way, because they are experts in this.
Chad area. It's just within this where this thing is happening. So I want to say that it is time now for security agents and for the military in particular to know that the act of suicide bombing is now ageless. It does not look on any age any longer. So they should look around them and see this age of children to be very dangerous to our society. They are very dangerous in the first place. They are dangerous in sensitizing the society. Keep sensitizing these people to come out of this danger, because it's danger to both. In fact, it's danger to the society. If we recall back how suicide bombing has been taking place in the country, we get alarmed. And looking at such age of people who are supposed to be in school, this age of people are supposed to be in school, doing one thing or the other, learning one skill or the other, wanting to learn another trade to help themselves and to help their family and to help the country. But we see them turning around to ferment danger in the society. I think for them to have surrendered is a good thing. It's very bad. Government should realize this, and I think they have an outside radio in the north. This is the time that they should give them more and more knowledge on how to come out of this their religion and face education, because I know that Boko Haram means that the education is not needed in the north, is it not? But that is not what
I think is a sect.
It's a sect, yes. It's a sect. I think that sect should be wiped out, because these people, they should be useful to society. They cannot endanger the society. They should be useful to society, and it is now the responsibility of government to fall back to them, to give them the education and embrace them back, because they need to be embraced, not to be destroyed. Because destroying them will mean that, you know what I mean, they should, those ones that are far should go and cause more danger. Exactly. But if you embrace them,
it will prevent them from renouncing,
yes, exactly,
or surrendering.
Yes, exactly. So they should embrace them, let them surrender, and then you integrate them to the society and give them meaningful jobs and other skills. Yes, yes, it's what I'm saying, and ensure that they keep the life going.
Now, first of all, we know that place is their center. Bronu, Meduguri, all those places, this is the center.
Across the ocean, to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring on sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
Every day, our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics.
Nobody's ambition is what's the blood.
I have fought very firmly.
Natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on ATN Politics today.
People into the country illegally. That is amazing.
Honorable
you human trafficking.
Honorable
From the line across the ocean, to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring on sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
are glad to have you back on Atlantic Television Network, and that program is Press Roundtable, in case you're just tuning in right now. And the last topic we talked about was about the two bombers who surrendered. We actually commended the federal government and the security agencies in Brunei for making those people to surrender. Now, let's look at what the former president of Nigeria has said. Former President Goodluck Jonathan has said that there is no way Nigeria can have security if states do not have their police. He stated this while speaking at a one-day dialogue on state police organized by the House of Reps in Abuja on Monday. Jonathan said the issue is critical. Other than that, there is no need to debate whether we need to have a state police or not, but the operations. He said during the 2014 conference, when the matter of state police came up, all delegates supported alongside other proposed security measures. The former president noted that while the issue of state police is being discussed, other measures must be taken into consideration to make the country better. He said the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) operations must be rigid, while the use of the police in elections must be minimal. Jonathan